Well, Cheryl, the PWHL continues to be innovative when we look at their rule book. They are introducing a brand new rule for the upcoming season called the no escape rule, which essentially means a player awarded a penalty, they head off, and then the remaining four players must stay on the ice, and they can only change until after that initial face-off. The idea here is to force players out of position and also giving that power play just a little bit of an extra advantage. What are your thoughts on this rule?
Well, first of all, from drill break to the no escape, I absolutely love it here, Kenz. Now, I love it from an analyst perspective and an entertainment value. As a player, I may not have liked it because I never saw the power play at all, and I was a 1A PKer, so that would have limited my time. So I may not have liked it, but I do love this rule to generate more offense. But it's also strategy as well. If you're a coach, right, you're telling your team, listen, it's a defender who just took the penalty. Make sure you give them the puck right away. You want those three forwards out there, right? Forcing them to play defense. Also, what if the center takes a penalty? You know that faceoffs are absolutely critical to start with the puck in the offensive zone or from the defensive side is to get it 200 feet down the ice. I think practices are going to take on a different look, even your line combinations, because you're going to have forwards working in that defensive set. So I like it. I like that it's opening up the game. I like that for the entertainment value of it. And even for your players staying engaged, whether on the bench or on the ice, trying to figure out who they're taking. I think it's really an engagement tool right now, and I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, Michaela Gramenta speaking briefly in preseason action. She's going to have to learn some penalty kill strategies here because it forces everyone to become a student again and learning the nuances of what it takes to run a penalty kill. And how about face-off, Cheryl? I wouldn't be surprised if maybe at the end of each practice, every player taking a turn, just learning the fundamentals of the best way to take a face-off, because we may see a defender have to take a face-off in their own end. So it's funny to watch this storyline kind of unfold and see how it's implemented this season.
I can honestly tell you, I'm not sure if I ever came into the dot in a PK to take the draw as a defender.
Come on.
But hey, anyways, it can happen. But if we turn the corner now to the number of players in this league that could potentially be up for the MVP award, I mean, you're looking at the depth. Of course, Natalie Spooner, the MVP last year, coming in a little bit late, injured. What are your thoughts on the potential MVP candidates this coming season, Kenz?
Oh, it's so hard. I do just have to go back to some of the players that rose in that first season, the likes of Alex Carpenter. You're talking MVP, you have to talk Marie-Philippe Poulin. Natalie Spooner in the conversation as well. But my eyes really go to Alex Carpenter. She was up for a finalist, a forward of the year as well. She put up 23 points in that first season. And now she has someone like Sarah Fillier working with her. I would assume the two will likely be line combos here this season for New York Sirens. I just think with the speed of Fillier, with the IQ of Fillier, they'll help each other out. Fillier, maybe a runner for Rookie of the Year, and then Carpenter possibly up for MVP. So I got to go back to the forward here with New York. I think this might be another great season for her.
Yeah, I got to agree with you on that, Kenzie. And we're partners in the booth and we're partners on this one because when you do look at someone like Carpenter, she can drive the mid lane. She can get to open ice. And I love the fact that she's playing with an elite playmaker in Sarah Fillier as well. I think the point production is going to be off the charts. The question is, will they make playoffs? And I think that is a big one as you come around. If you're going to win this award, you got to make sure that your team's playing in prime time at the end of the season.
Yeah, I think that's such a great point to it. And in my opinion, I think the New York Sirens did really good in the draft, bringing in someone like Nora Toulouse, Lillian Pearson on the back end for them. New York, I think, has the pieces here to take a significant step forward. And all these players, rookies this season, right? And that's the conversation as we look forward. We look at the strong preseason camps, Danielle Serdachny standing out with the Ottawa Charge, and of course, Sarah Fillier here, Cheryl. If you had to compare what their rookie seasons may look like, who do you think may have an upper hand here?
Oh, this is a tough one. And we've even brought Bilka into the conversation. Oh, my gosh. You know, Serdachny, I think she might have a better start to the season. I think she's just sort of got that power forward grit and skill to her game. I think she shields the puck extremely well. You know what she did at Colgate last year and what she's doing on the international stage. So I think she's certainly in the mix, and I think she may have a better start to the season. I think, though, Fillier is going to have the edge in the finish of the season. What I mean by that is the finesse players. Sometimes it takes them a little bit longer to open up the middle of the ice. We saw it with Heisey last year. But someone like Fillier playing alongside the likes of Alex Carpenter, I just love this combination. Alex Carpenter is one of the best players in the game, much like Sarah Fillier, and she, with timing, gets to the right spots on the ice and isn't afraid to drive the middle without the puck. Because of that, Sarah Fillier is going to have a player to move the puck to, someone who can score with one hand on her stick. And so I like that combination. I like the left-right combination of it, because when they get in the dot, both of them having been centers, they can win that puck possession in the offensive zone. So I'm looking at someone like Fillier with her crossover speed, her mind. I think she's a little frustrated coming off last year, but I think she's going to have a heck of a season and she's going to edge it out.
I think too, New York just has so many options down the centering position, whether it be Carpenter, Fillier can play center. You've got Abby Rock, Nora Toulouse. They've got so much great depth there up front. You can afford to put Fillier and Carpenter together. I got to say, though, Pounds, we talked about it, how challenging this will be, comparing what the season of Serdachny could look like at Fillier. But I just look at Serdachny and the sample size I've seen so far and how well she's transitioned on the international stage. I think this will be a breakout year for her. She went end to end in preseason action against the Montreal Victoires, just took the puck, went by herself, a high glove goal to cap it all off. So I got to go with the Edmonton native, and pretty exciting for her as we look ahead to this season. There'll be 9 takeover games in the PWHL, and one of the stops will be her hometown in Edmonton.